Somehow, we are already just 7 months away from Apple unveiling the next major version of iOS. We want to discuss the early leaks and rumors surrounding iOS 19, as this update is shaping up to be one of the most divisive for iPhone users so far. While there are many exciting changes expected, there is also a significant drawback that hasn't received much attention yet. This drawback represents a major shift in how Apple releases updates. We'll dive into that a bit later in the video. First though, let's take a look at the main rumors about the new features in iOS 19. Apple is reportedly revamping Siri, rebuilding it from scratch. We've heard promises of Siri improvements for years, so what makes this different? Let's break it down. The current and older versions of Siri rely on outdated AI models that haven't kept up with modern technology. They use static information, which is why Siri often struggles to understand your questions. The new Siri in iOS 19 will be based on a large language model. This allows it to grasp context and nuance, making it more human-like. Reports suggest it will handle back-and-forth conversations, not just answer questions. This means Siri could finally engage with users in a meaningful way. This is a huge project for Apple. Given their track record with AI features, people are cautiously optimistic. But the fact that Apple is scrapping the old Siri and starting fresh, iOS 19 will also be a major AI-focused update. Beyond Siri, Apple is pushing new features under the Apple Intelligence banner. Every year, they plan to enhance iPhone AI capabilities. For instance, ChatGPT, currently the only third-party AI on iPhone, will soon be deeply integrated with iOS 18.2, a move many didn't see coming. As someone who has tested this, it's quite handy as a backup when Siri messes up. Cool, but what if we want to use another AI model? Apple plans to bring third-party options to iPhones in iOS 19. We might even see Google Gemini, Google's advanced language model used in search today. Well, in many ways, Gemini outperforms ChatGPT, so it's great that Apple seems open to offering choices instead of sticking to a single option like in the past. iOS 19 aims to give users more choice, control, and customization over their iPhones, which is awesome. Apple is also rumored to be adding more AI features in iOS 19. One possibility is an AI-generated music playlist feature. Spotify already has an AI DJ, which feels gimmicky, but Apple could use AI to analyze your favorite tracks and create perfect playlists. Another rumor is that Spotlight Search will get smarter with Apple's new Surf language model, allowing it to answer your questions directly or use Google Gemini. To be fair, these features were rumored for iOS 18 but didn't launch, so they might have been delayed until iOS 19. All that being said, there is one feature in iOS 19 that people can't wait to see because it is likely to launch in 2025, the brand new version of CarPlay that Apple first showcased back in 2022. This complete redesign includes custom interfaces for various automakers and was expected to debut in new vehicles starting in 2024, but that has not happened yet. Although a few manufacturers, such as Porsche and Aston Martin, have demonstrated their specific designs for the custom interfaces and mentioned the vehicles that will feature them, there is still no concrete release date for when the first new CarPlay-equipped vehicle will hit the road. Genuinely, this all-new version of CarPlay is one of the sleekest interfaces Apple's ever presented. Given that the idea of an Apple Car has been mostly dismissed, this redesign will be the closest we will get to an Apple Car experience. Current indicators suggest that it will finally launch as part of iOS 19. That being said, while iOS 19 looks promising and seems like Apple is catching up in the AI space to provide users with the best possible iPhone experience, potentially surpassing competitors, there may be some drawbacks. Reports indicate that. Despite the addition of many new features in iOS 19, they may not be available as quickly as they have been in the past. Historically, every year when Apple announces a new version of iOS, it releases a beta for developers in June and a public version in September. By the time this final release occurs alongside the new iPhones, it's usually about 95% complete. Any features that aren't finished by then are typically added in a minor update later that year, such as a 19.1 or 19.2 release. However, with iOS 19, we're hearing that a larger number of features than usual are being delayed until iOS 19.4, which is set to launch in March 2026. This is almost 9 months after the initial vision for iOS 19 will have been showcased at Apple's event. Not only will there be minor features pushed back, but also the completely re-engineered and rebuilt version of Siri, confirmed for iOS 19.4, along with several other announced features that will be introduced later in the release cycle. At this point, it seems that while iOS 18 was a rushed release with many issues, iOS 19 is shaping up to be more about taking the time to get it right. That wraps it up for this video. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe for more content. We'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.